Greetings, Gothamites. I'm Kwing, and this is my review, thoughts, whatever, on Detective Comics 940, Red Badge of Courage, the finale to the Rise of the Batman arc. Before we get started, this is going to be a pretty low-budget video with just still images. My editing software was crippled by Windows 10 critical update this past week, so thank you so much for that, Microsoft, by the way. So we're doing this old school. Oh yeah, and before I forget, this video will have spoilers, so if you haven't read that, keep that in mind, because one of the junior detectives in this arc is about to shed their mortal coil. When we last saw Tim Drake in the previous issue, he had redirected hundreds of drones to his location to protect literally hundreds, possibly thousands of innocent civilians in Gotham City. From Kate's dad, who had gone crazy with fears that the League of Shadows was a real organization and that Gotham was in dire trouble, which Batman, Red Robin, and many other family members believe the League of Shadows is just a lie made by Ra's to basically punk people, to take away attention from the League of Assassins. Though Bruce thought the Court of Owls was, fake, and, well, they became all too real, didn't they? In the previous issue, we also saw one of the Bat team help out a black-eyed civilian, somewhere in Gotham. So the League of Shadows could very well be real, possibly. Anyway, because of this great fear, he of course made the Batmen and the Colony and all this other stuff. And then Uncle Jake even teamed up with a classic Chuck Dixon Robin foe, whose identity I don't want to spoil here. But his inclusion to the series as the Colony's savvy techie was genius. After surviving a massive wave of drones thanks to his bat training and leadership with the Titans, of course, Tim stands beaten and a little shaky, though very calm and collective. Batman is still racing to him, swinging on ropes, and orders Nightwing into action as well, who's nowhere nearby. Both mentors, unfortunately, are sadly too far away to be of any good. Tim gives a great final speech to Batman and ends with Robin out. Not Red Robin out, Robin. That gave me so many chills, because since the New 52 began, Tim never called himself a Robin and distanced himself from the Bat family, altogether, working mostly with the Titans and hardly showing up in the Bat books at all. Here, he is once again proud of his name and the legacy that Robin carries. Elsewhere, Batwoman has been able to extract her father from the Colony under direct authority of the U.S. president, who is not happy about all these drones attacking Gotham. Tim continues with his goodbyes and speaks with Stephanie one last time, a character that has only been back in the Bat books for just a little while. This was heart-wrenching, I'm not gonna lie. Spoiler is also the only hero who's using a vehicle to get back to Red Robin's location. Tim then tells Steph that he loves her and is so happy that she was a part of his life. The feels of the scene is just so powerful. James really goes all out in this issue and just shows how great of a writer he really is. I laughed, I cried, and I soaked in every single panel of this book up until that big splash page, and then it was like time stopped. I felt like I had a series of flashbacks from the pre-52 Robin days, remembering Chuck Dixon's early run when Robin got his first solo book, then when he became Red Robin, the battle for the cowl, all those happy memories and great storylines just vividly going through my mind, and then having that ripped away from you and getting that empty feeling, seeing another Bat family member gone. James is a masterful writer. Not only did he move me, but he managed to reconnect fans with Tim Drake after years of the New 52's negligence and blunders with the character. The horror and grief that you see on the Bat family's face witnessing Red Robin's sacrifice is just earth-shattering. And then that somber feeling of Batman holding a blood-soaked bow staff, making it just feel so surreal. And just the shock in his face, it was the art direction is just incredible in this book. The issue then continues with Batman saying how Kate's father will basically pay for his hand in Robin's demise. Later that night, Steph returns to her apartment just in tears and broken, losing the love of her life, only to be spooked by Batman, who is standing creepily behind her. He tries to comfort her and tell her Tim was a good soldier who knew the risks. He knew what he was doing. He chose this life and protected so many innocents tonight. And Steph stops him right there, shows him a letter about Tim getting accepted to an Ivy League school, full scholarship, the whole shebang, and Bruce's hands, for the first time that I can remember, shake. He drops the letter and his face just breaks. The emotion that the reader feels in this conclusion is just, wow. This event is going to send shockwaves throughout the Bat family's DC Rebirth issues. Though not present in this issue, I'm sure that Jason, Babs, Damian, and other family members will be affected by this tragedy as well. The last issue of the Titans really gave this issue a lot of weight and impact too, so if you haven't read that, check that out before Titans Rebirth. But it doesn't end there, ladies and gentlemen. James actually pulls the old switcheroo and ties this story into DC Rebirth's bigger picture. Tim Drake is alive and well, though off the field, thanks to a person many believe to be another Watchmen member, a person we'll call Oz. Next to Red Robin, which is very interesting, is there's a lot of empty cells. Is this a future fate for another popular DC hero? Only time will tell. My rating for this book? Easily, it's 5 bats out of 5. No joke. This is easily one of the best Batman arcs in years. A very well-crafted story and a fun team-up book that has amazing art. I can't wait to see how the story continues after Night of the Monster Men, which is going on, and I will talk about that probably soon. Well, anyway, that does it for my review on the Red Badge of Courage. Now I want to hear from all of you. How did you feel about Detective Comics 940? Did you love it like me, or did you hate it? Sound off in the comments section below, and feel free to open the floodgates of discussion. Just keep it civil. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Gothamites, God bless, and happy reading.